Hey there guys, Artistic Nick here, thanks for the click. In today's drawing tutorial, I'm going to be using Copic markers to draw my evolution of Spider-Man piece. Hey guys, thanks for joining me in today's drawing video. This is something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I've had a backlog of commissioned work recently, so I've not actually had an awful lot of time to get my Copic markers out, but it's something that I've had on the back burner for a while, and I'm so happy that I've got through with finding some time to do this. So what I've really wanted to do was do an evolution of Spider-Man, so Spider-Man suits going through the latest movies of Homecoming and Infinity War. So on the left hand side I've drawn Spider-Man in his homemade suit, the suit that Peter Parker made when Iron Man first goes to visit him, and then we've got the suit in the middle, which is the one that Peter Parker wears during Homecoming. And then finally over to the right we've got the Iron Spider-Man suit, which is the one that's more prevalent in the latest Avengers film Infinity War. For these drawings I've used a cadmium red and a cardinal red for the actual red and the darker red areas of Spider-Man's suit, and then for the blue I've used a processed blue and a Prussian blue for the darker areas. I also used cool grey 3, 5 and 7 to get into some of the recesses under the armpits and around the areas of Spider-Man that the light's sort of not catching. And then I used a golden yellow for the Iron Spider-Man suit for the details around Spider-Man's shoulders and around the chest. This is something, like I said, I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now the trick when you are using Copic markers, if you haven't used them before, is to make sure that you've got some shadowed areas, and the beauty with these Copic markers is they dry so well and so streak free, but you can also layer on top of them. So you'll see on the drawing on the right here that I am going on the left hand side of the drawing with some of the greys, just to give a shaded area, and this just gives a slightly more realistic look even though we are drawing cartoon work. One really important tip when you're using Copic markers is to try and use a contrasting colour, something that's slightly darker, so that you can get a sense of light direction, and this is just going to make your characters pop a little bit more. Be patient and make sure that the Copic markers have dried before you start trying to layer, and it's always a really good idea to get a very sturdy paper. I use a Bristol smooth board which holds the Copic ink really well. If you guys have watched my videos before and you've hit the subscribe button, thank you so much, but if you haven't, it'd be great if you could subscribe and like this video. You can also get hold of me on social media. The links to all of my social platforms are down below in the descriptions. I'm having a great time with the channel so far, guys. That's my finished picture, but if you've got any requests or anything you'd like to ask me, then don't forget, drop me a comment down below. But the question for today is, which is your favourite Spider-Man suit over the years? Which one do you like the best? I really like the middle one out of Homecoming, so the original Homecoming one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Hit subscribe, smack the notifications button, follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.